Hi everyone and welcome back. I have a Goal Z here. I don't have a working key for it. Originally it was pinned for red and I've replaced the stacks to make it pinned for black. So key doesn't work, but let's get this picked and we'll see if we can make this happen. Okay. Here we go. 1 is springy, 2 is springy, 3 is springy, 4 is springy, but I know it needs to be lifted. 5 is springy, 6 is springy, 7's binding, but I know 6 needs to be lifted. 7, back to 1, springy, 2 is springy, 3 is springy, 4, gave us a little something there. I felt some plug rotation. 6 is springy, 7 is binding. Got some good plug movement there. 1 is binding, 2 is binding, 3 is binding. And I know 3 needs to be lifted early. There we go, got 3 lifted. 4 is loose. 5 is binding. There we go, got 5 up. 6. Feels like it's binding. Is that 6? Yeah. There, we got a little something from 6. 7 is springy. Back to 1 is binding, 2 is binding. I'm going to check 3 and 4. 3 is springy. 4 is binding. Got a little click from it and it's springy now. 5 is springy. 6 is springy. 7 is springy. Let's have a go at 1 and 2. Got 1. It's springy now. 2 is binding. Got a click from it. I'm going to check 1. It tends to drop. Okay, 1 is springy, 2 is springy. 3 is springy. 4 is springy. 5 was binding. Got a little plug rotation there. 6 is binding. I think. Yeah, got a little click. 7 was binding. A little click from it. 1 is springy. 2 is springy. 3 is springy. 4 is binding. Got a little click and some plug movement. 5 is springy. 6 is springy. So 7. 1 is binding. Is it? A little bit. Maybe not. What's 2 up to? 2 is springy. Oh wait, I think I lost count there. Yeah. 1 is binding. There, we got a click, little plug movement. 2 is binding. Got a click. Still binding. I think. What's 3 doing? Feels like 3. Did I lose count again? One dropped. Got a click. Two is springy. 3 feels like it's binding. Got a click. It's springy. 4 is binding. I think. Maybe not. What's 5 up to? 5 is springy. 6 is springy. 7 was binding. Little click. 1 is binding. I'm going to switch to a deeper hook and get in behind those tensioners. No, 1 is springy. 2 is springy. 3 is springy. 4 feels like it's binding. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 gave us a little click and some plug rotation. 5 is springy. 6 is springy. So 7. 1 is springy. 2 is binding. Gave a little click. There's a little counter rotation on that. 3 is springy. 4 is springy. 5 is springy. 6 and 7. I think 1 is binding. Yeah. And there we go. It's open. Oh, that's fantastic. That's awesome. I did a video yesterday recording this pick, and I didn't realize it. I went through the whole video with my thumb. like this, blocking the lock. I didn't notice it until after I was reviewing the video. I was like, no! Anyway, let's get this gutted. I'll show everything inside. Okay. Out of the housing. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go, okay, so you can see that's clearly picked. I'm going to lock it back up. We'll go in through the Bible cover. Okay, and screwdriver. Tweezers. There and there. All right. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. That makes more sense. So we'll be gutting from the back. So we'll do chamber 7 first. And you can see the spring. My hands are shaking. I'm a little nervous, I guess. There's the spring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I like going in through the Bibles when I can with locks like this because the pins have a little recess in them. And I can put my tweezers in. It's like a game of operation. But then you can see exactly how the pins were oriented. So I can show that the gin side of a gin is down at the shear. Anyway, this one's a standard. I'll dump the key pin. There. You can see that key pin is a torpedo. Chamber 6. There's the spring. Six has a gin. And another torpedo pin. See that. Spring for 5. It's there. Driver is a gin. Key pin is another torpedo. Stack forward, spring there. Driver is a gin. And the key pin Another torpedo. I'll show a close-up of all this once everything is out. Another spring. Driver is a gin. Another torpedo key pin. Spring. There's another one. Driver. Another gin. Key pin. Is another torpedo. And last but not least, stack one. Spring. Gin. And another torpedo key pin. Okay, let's get the plug out. Just my screwdriver. There's two steel balls inside that act as biasing for the plug to make key insertion easier, I suppose. There's the back of that. Okay, I'm going to use a follower just because it's easier to get things out. And capture those steel balls. There. Okay, I'm going to try to do this so the ball doesn't fall off. There's one. You can see the ball there. Oh, the spring came out with it. And I'll show you in a sec. Here's the second ball on top of its spring. Okay, let's look at the plug. The plug has milling in all of the chambers. It appears to be undercut and over milling. Let's see that. Okay, there's the slot for the ball bearing, or the steel ball. There's the other one. Construction keying slots, I suppose. Front of the plug, back of the plug. Let's look at the cylinder. You can see the hole for the ball detents. There's the other one. Inside of the cylinder, Bible holes. Spin that around. There's the others. Top of the Bible. Let's get a close-up of the pins. And hope those balls don't run away. Okay. There we go. You can see all the torpedoes, all the gins. If I can separate them here. And the last one being a standard. 6 gins and 1 standard, pin for black. Goal Z in the bag. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.